Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. This time with Power Rangers Lightning Collection 2-pack Lux Galaxy Red Ranger and the Psycho Red Ranger. So, let's get started. I guess we'll go with something that's new, something borrowed, something red, something cool, which is the Psycho Red Ranger. It's a little different from what we've gotten so far, whereas Lost Galaxy, we already know that body mold. And this one is definitely a little bit different. So, yeah, let's talk about Psycho Red first. Now, the cool thing about Psycho Red is the nice bits of body armor, the nice little parts that they added that's new, and the overall look and feel of him, which is pretty cool. It's one of those things where the more I play with these guys, the more that I'm enjoying the Lightning Collection. There are a few faults that I've had with mine, personally, but I don't know if it applies to everyone else, so I'll go over that, and hopefully it doesn't apply to you at all, right? So, let's start with the articulation, as always. So, the head can go up, which here's one of my issues. I think that they did not extend the neck long enough, because while the head can go up and down, it does not go far. It can go left and right, and because of the armor being soft, you can actually mush it around so that you can get full articulation. Of course, the collar will look in the way for pictures, so you got to keep that in mind. Problem that I'm having with so far is that I get it figure-wise. If you don't extend the neck, if you extend the neck, it'll look really crazy without the head on it. But if you just sit it, I guess, a little bit taller, it could look a lot better, as you can see here. But voila, that's what we get. As far as arm articulation go, you still get the standard butterfly joint right under the armor, which is really, really cool. It goes forwards and goes backwards. And again, because the armor is soft and movable, you don't have to worry about breaking or ripping it. Mine has a small glue mark, which you can see in the light. Don't know where that came from. Came right out of the package, so can't do much about it. The arm can go up, which mines are very, very stiff. So I need to be very careful and hopefully not break it. And all you have to do is slide the armor in. You can get that arm to rotate up. There's bicep swivel. Arms are double jointed. You can see here. Folds all the way in. And we can rotate all the way around with no issue with the vest. The ab crunch absolutely goes forward, which is very, very nice. Let me pull those arms back so you guys can see. As you can see there, crunches forward. Crunches crazy far back. You can actually rotate him all the way around with no issue swiveling. And it swivels left and right as well. And then there's that lower ab crunch that allows for an even better range of motion. But because the head not being able to look really far up, you can get those really deep poses without sitting the head a little bit further up or rotating it. Probably going to have to use some sticky tack for that. The armor actually is all soft all the way through with the exception of the arm and leg gauntlets. And then when rotating the leg up, as you can see here, he is double jointed. Mine's definitely needs to be heated up, as you can see. And even though I did heat it up, probably going to have to do that again every single time. The the leg armor is going to get in the way, so you have to be a little careful about how you rotate it. There is a boot swivel as well. And you get that really nice patented Hasbro, really cool ankle pivot. It shouldn't be an issue for those of you who want to pose and have fun. Don't forget there's a die rotation. Now, I really like this figure a lot, but because of the crazy things like, first of all, one of the things I want to talk about, I just got a bad cut here, so it doesn't allow the leg to sit straight up. It's really hard to catch, but I can't actually make the leg sit flush, which is a little annoying. I'm going to have to carve it out. Not too much of an issue, but it's one of those things where a big chunk of plastic in the wrong place, you might not be able to always fix it. I'm actually fortunate enough to be willing to cut mine out, but I know a lot of people aren't. So I just wanted people to be aware of it. But it's still a $20 figure, so I'm pretty sure I knew what to expect. Well, in this case, a $40 because it's a 2-pack. But yeah, overall, the look is really great. I just have a small minor issue with paints, the neck, and that one knee where it's just not allowing it to sit flush. But let's talk about his accessories real fast. So, he does not come with much, but he does come with some really nice stuff. So you'll get one hand that has the cool lightning effect, which is green for that crazy psycho energy, you know, that you stole from the Space Rangers before you fought the Lost Galaxy guys. You get that on your one right hand, which I really would have preferred if he came with one without this too, so that would have been really nice, but hey. You get one closed fist hand, and then you get the two hands, which are open that you see here, but you also get his sword, which actually is a really cool sword. I really like this design as well. As you can see here, I got a bad paint job on it as well, but again, not too much of an issue. I could paint it myself. I'm not that, strung up over it. All in all, Psycho Red is really nice, and it's something a little different from what we've gotten so far. You can use him with putties. You can tag team him up with Zed. There's tons of different cool things that you can try with this guy that's actually really nice. which makes me look forward to Psycho Blue. Hopefully we start running around and getting all these teams done. So let's actually push this guy to the back real fast. Now we're going to talk about Lost Galaxy Red. Now again, I know millions of times we know we're getting body-wise with these guys. So we're going to talk about what's different. So I'm going to just go through the articulation and refresh your memory for those. Just like every other Power Rangers, this one has a better neck movement, but I don't like that their head sits so very low. That's something that I'm not too happy with. But again, if you could just have it sit at the top. I know it looks crazy here, but it does look a lot better than it being a stump neck, right? You do get that patented cool butterfly technology that the Lightning Collection is doing really, really well. So you can see you can fold it all the way back. And so in case you want to say it with your chest, right? You can fold it forward. Again, if you want to say it with your chest. You can look brolic, right? Then we have that nice rotating bicep. And again, the double joints are something that everybody loves. You can rotate it on a Figma-like peg. And then we have this really great ab articulation, right? That double ab crunch that kind of really rocks it forward. Legs can come forward. One thing I'm noticing is that we can't start kicking them up really high. They give them the butt flaps, which is great. You want it to be patented and cool and look good when they're standing still. But not being able to lift the leg all the way up, it's becoming a little bit of a hindrance when you want to do cool martial arts moves, right? So even going outward, you got to be a little careful, which you can't go that far out. As you can see, this is as far out as it's going to go. So we have thigh swivel. We have the knees, which are double jointed. We have boot swivel and the ankle pivot. All the good things that we enjoy and love, right? Now, what's really cool is we do get a sidearm, which is his sword that all the Galaxy guys. This is in storage mode. It gets really short, right? But the sword does extend, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's pose you up in our cool Lightning Collection like poses. So as you can see here, he can get down with the get down, right? Really nicely posed, really does well. The only thing I can really complain about for what we're getting for 20 bucks if these were single carded figures is very sloppy paint and gummy joints. But for 20 bucks, I think what we're getting as representation for what we're getting for Power Rangers is actually really cool, even if they aren't high-end figures, which I'm really starting to enjoy these more and more. Now, accessory-wise, what we get is we get a really cool unmasked head of Leo. Is it Leo? I can't remember. Crap. I'm not sure if his name was Leo or not. I believe it's Leo. I could be wrong. But I'm going to double check with myself, right? Let me just double check it out. But yeah, it's been a really great thing. Yeah, it is Leo. So it's been really cool to have it. And then, like I said, we have the sword from storage to active mode. See the big difference here. All right. Sword is really nice too. So as you can see here, it goes right in the hand really, really well. Then we have an extra hand, which is a closed fist. And we have the martial arts hand. This one is actually for the other hand. We've been getting it for everyone's left hand. We're actually getting it for the right hand now. Or is it the other way around? Honestly, I can't remember at this point. It's a little bit of a blur. One of the really cool things that I really enjoy that we got with this guy is this effect. The flaming sword effect. Which, as you can see, just slides right on. It looks really cool. And it holds up pretty strong, which I did not expect. So the fact that it holds up pretty well is actually a nice surprise. Right? Now, what we are going to do is jump into size comparisons. Everyone's second favorite part. First one is obviously the articulation. Psych. Everyone has their preferences. I'm just glad you guys enjoy. Now, let's rotate this down. Let's have you stand straight up. And we're going to put these two side by side. We're going to compare it with some figures that I have right here on the side. Now, first thing I want to do is compare him to Magna Defender. He's in the same series, so it's cool that we are getting figures in the same series so far. And as you can see here, I cannot wait for Harker Customs cloth cape because these plastic ones kill me. They kill me inside. And as you can see, Magna Defender's a little bit bigger, but he works out really well with the scale. And I'm glad they are sizing them out just a tad bit differently each across the board, whereas cycles are a little smaller, but that does make up for their ferocity and power, right? Makes them all look really cool. Here they are next to the Gold Ranger, just for comparison. And as you can see, the Gold Ranger looks really cool with them, but they are spacing them out and they all look different sizes. This is kind of stuff I really enjoy. A little bit more extra thought put into it, right? Here they are with the Lightning Collection. I was about to call them Red Buster, sorry. The Beast Morphers Red Ranger. And as you can see, size-wise, they are looking different. Here they are with an articulated icons ninja. Let's get your legs a little closer so you can see down. Voila. Next up, a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. All right. The Mafex Miles Morales, which is the adult version. So we're just going to throw him in there so you guys can see what's going on, right? Then we have a Mythic Legions character, because you can have cool barbarian dudes in space, right? It's in a whole other galaxy. Who knows what kind of technology and things or how far they've advanced. Here we are with an SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga. Maybe they'll team up with Forza, you know, have a cool team up, right? Next up, a Mezco figure, which is going to be the Mezco Custom Kid Bash Punisher that I have. Show you guys what's going on here. And then, last but not least, let's go with a, what do we have? Oh, here we go, Synthetic Human. Because you can have robot men in space. Voila. All in all, the more and more I get these, the more I'm single-handedly enjoying the line. I hope to see something cool and something different. I'm still on the hunt for the Walgreens Armored Black Ranger. Very much still on the hunt for Psycho Blue. I know they're out there in the world, so hopefully I find them. If not, it's not a big deal, right? Beggars can't be choosers. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. And as always, I hope you do good, be good, and drink your water, guys. Later.